Start it off.
Hey, it's Bailey. What's going on, Bailey? What's good with you?
Not much. It's fourth period on a Thursday at Cleveland High School. We're doing an interview. I don't know what I'm being interviewed on or about, but I'm excited.
You know, it's a pleasure to have you on. So, first question. Do you know how to tie your shoes?
Do you want me to demonstrate?
Do you know how to tie your shoes?
Yes.
Can you show me? Damn, that was incredible.
It's one of my hidden talents, actually, is tying shoes.
I can tell. So, tell me, Bailey, do you believe in God?
That's kind of a controversial one, I gotta say. I am actually a confirmed member of a church, but I think for me it's more about the organization than the theology.
Do you eat Jesus crackers?
Yeah, I do. The Jesus bread and the Jesus wine.
Inspirational.
I try my best.
So tell me, do you like Weezer?
There was a time, I think, where I think maybe, I would say maybe. I've never really been a big Weezer fan, per se. I think the Weezer fan base has gotten a little bit cringe recently, per se. When they did that cover of Africa by Toto, I didn't think it was good.
Why?
I just think that the song kind of had a very quintessential, like, 80s vibe to it, and I think they kind of ruined it using their modern instrumentation.
You know, I'd have to agree with you on that one. Weezer, not too good anymore. Not too good anymore. The Blue Album, it was pretty good. Recently, they got to work on their stuff. You attend school. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I attend state-sponsored education. I think that as a tax-paying citizen myself, I think that it's good to use the resources provided to me. So that's why I come to school every day, is that it's free, and why wouldn't I do it, you know? Because I could be making money, but working kind of sucks, so I'd rather be in school.
Sounds like you're getting your funny up and not your money up.
You could say that.
Switching gears, have you ever listened to music?
Yeah, I've listened to music.
How often do you listen to music?
I would say you could answer that question two ways. I personally listen to music for my own entertainment, maybe once a day, maybe twice, but I think I hear music around me all the time.
So you listen to one or two songs a day?
Not specifically one or two songs. I'd say I listen to one or two, like, sessions of listening to music. I was actually, just before we were setting up this interview, I was listening to some cool Habibi funk, some super cool music from the Middle East from about the late 70s, early 80s. It has a very unique vibe to it.
Can we play some of that? And we're back. So, I've been asking you a lot of questions. How about you ask me a question?
If you could be a camel, would you have one or two humps?
Okay, you gotta stop. This isn't your show. We're taking this back. So, I heard you're thinking of dropping out. Tell me about that.
Yeah, as a full IB student, it gets kind of stressful sometimes. I was just thinking of throwing all of the work away, you know, just to prove the haters that I'm still a free thinker and that I'm not just part of the system.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever been on the internet before?
I do look. I go on the internet every now and then. I'd say maybe a couple times a day.
You visit websites?
Yeah, I like to surf the web.
Best website, go.
Best website. I think. It's a good one. Honestly, Google, you could say definitely. It's a good website, just because you kind of use it to get to everywhere. But I think YouTube.com is probably the best website just because of the diversity of content you're exposed to.
Nerd.
Let me ask you now, what's your favorite website?
Wikipedia.
That's a good one.
Thanks.
Have you ever done the thing where you open a random Wikipedia page and you click the first link and it keeps cycling you through articles, and no matter like what you start with, you always end up with philosophy? You ever done that?
No. So tell me, do you have any tips for younger folk who are scared they might grow up to be like you?
Yeah. I think I definitely got into the hard stuff too early, you know. Like going into 5th, 6th grade, I was drinking, smoking. I'd recommend against that, I think. Stay in school, don't do drugs.
Hey, we've all been there. If you know when you would die or how, would you?
Probably not. I think life's more fun when you're living it as a mystery, you know? Like Master Oogway said,
What did he say?
he said, how does it go again? It's like, yesterday is the past, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is the present. That's why we call it the present, or something like that. Oh, today's a gift. That's why we call it the present.
Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That is why it is called the present.
Okay, if you could pass one law, what would it be?
Legalize drunk driving. Drunk driving should not be a felony. Boozing and cruising is a dying fandom.
Born to drink, forced to drive. Do you know what your name means?
That's a good question. I actually don't. From what I understand, I was named after a character in a show that my parents didn't even like. Thing is, Three's Company, I think, is the show. There was a character named Bailey. My parents didn't like the show, but they thought the name was cool. So that's where my name comes from, but I don't think it has any deeper meaning.
Maybe your parents don't like you?
I think that's entirely possible.
It's more than possible.
I guess you could say that.
What is your purpose in life?
It's a deep one. I don't know. I think my purpose is to, I would say change the world, but that'd be too normal. I think my purpose in life is to do what I was born to do.
Which is?
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Do you wish you were born in the 80s?
No.
Good. If you had to choose one person, who is your role model?
Any person, can they be younger or older than me, or do they have to be older than me?
Anyone.
My role model, I think Tabor Swanson is my role model. I think he does a great job of doing just enough to get along, but he doesn't do anything that he doesn't care for.
Tell me about this Tabor Swanson.
He was actually just in the background behind the camera here. Hey Tabor, I know you're watching this. Just want to say I'm looking out for you. Keep it up.
Hi. All right, you're on the death row. What is your last meal?
Last meal on death row? I think, quite frankly, probably some good fried chicken. Fried chicken and waffles. Love me some fried chicken and waffles. Not that Raising Cane's garbage. People talk about Cane's, say it's like this amazing stuff. I think their chicken is completely bland. I think the sauce is the only thing that brings it together, but yeah.
People who eat Cane's are basic bitches. I said it here first. What do you think about that?
I'm going to have to agree with you on that. I think same could be said for people who eat Popeyes as well. If you're not home frying your chicken, what are you doing?
Glad we could agree on something.
Speaking of agreeing on things, what's your opinion on abortions?
It's not your show. Let's stop it. Let's stop it here. What makes you angry?
So what really grinds my gears, I think, is the continuous backsliding and erosion of Western democracy. I think there's a lot of entitlement and sort of a sense of security that exists in much of the Western world, that sort of the institutions that we rely on are very secure and solid, when in reality they rely on the attitudes of the individuals that benefit from them themselves. And so I think especially here in the United States, there's a lot of people that just take things for granted and sort of expect things to be the way they are and don't put in an active effort to maintain the systems they rely on.
Okay. Cool. What's your middle name?
Oliver.
That Oliver?
That Oliver.
Cool. What's your favorite song right now?
My favorite song right now? I gotta say, Ticket to Childhood by Vladimir Dubyshkin on Spotify. It's great. It's a good, it's like Eastern European bunker techno. I think it's awesome.
So tell me, do you believe in astrology?
What's with these questions, man? Are you from the CIA or something? Am I under investigation?
I plead the fifth.
I plead the 69th.
You're not funny.
I don't believe in astrology, actually. I'm a Virgo. A lot of people tell me that I'm like the typical Virgo. I beg to differ. But I think if I had to give my 2 cents, Virgos are pretty cool.
I'm a Virgo.
Virgos unite.
Okay, that's enough of that. So everybody, that has been your warrior of the day, Bailey. Let's give him a round of applause. Bailey, clap.